What's up, YouTube? Gonna do horror story today. Client with first coach turned out really bad. This was I had to write this all down because it's so baffling that it's ridiculous. So let's walk through me with this, and in your head, follow along and see where you see what you think you would do differently. All right, this was a guy who emailed me. He weighs 240 pounds. He's 26 years old, white male. He self-guesses. He doesn't work out. So you can, if he doesn't work out and you're 240 pounds, and they don't work out, you're automatically thinking this is a big boy, right? Probably at least 25% body fat. I didn't see pictures yet. At least 25% body fat. So he started with a coach. Only goal was look good for summer. Essentially weight loss, probably moderate cycle, body recomposition type cycle, right? Lose weight, try to put on muscle at the same time. So we're not just cutting weight completely, we're doing a recomp. I would think we're doing a recomp. We're looking good for summer. Coach, not gonna say who it was. I don't even think it's a famous person. I don't know, I've never heard this name. So not worth blowing whoever this is up. Maybe he was thinking what he was doing was right? No one thinks they're doing wrong. So the start of what I heard that piqued my alarm bells was the diet he was given was keto. And it was like pretty much generic. And once I started talking to him, like, he doesn't even like chicken. He likes fish and red meat, and his keto diet was like 75% chicken. So he didn't follow the diet because he hated it, right? You got to think about that. We're not prepping a person for a bodybuilding show where they're going to be forced to eat white fish and rice every single day, right? We're not doing that. We're trying to get people to recomp for summer, lose weight for summer, looking for spring break, whatever it is. We're not trying to get down to 3% body fat. We're trying to get a 250 pound male down to 200. You know, you don't have to be perfect. So the keto works, of course, but he should have worked with this client. I say, what do you like to eat? Because these are not professionals. These are regular working people that are just trying to lose weight for summer. If you give them a diet, they don't like what's 75% of the diet, they're going to break the diet and they're not going to win. Like, the entire goal is to get them to follow the diet, because that's where we win, right? We don't win with steroids and growth hormone. We win in the kitchen. So that was the first red flag. A guy who doesn't like chicken, 75% of his diet was chicken. Second red flag, he didn't turn in any blood work. Oh, I'm sorry, my spine's killing me. So if you see me fidgeting a lot, because I got a disc problem. He gave the coach no blood work to start, so the coach didn't see where he was at, and his creatinine was high. I saw blood work, his creatinine was high. Right off the bat, his creatinine was high. Not super high, but high enough that it was a little bit like, you need to know these things. You need to know 1.2 creatinines, you're on your way to not being good. We need to be at a 1 or slightly above a 1. So no blood work. How can you coach someone and offer to teach them or guide them in anabolic use without seeing their blood work to start off with and know what their baseline is, right? In this case, I have seen blood work. Now the guy's got low T, right? His free testosterone was like 85. He's essentially got low T. So you have to treat each person's individual. This is not just a regular guy. Like, already he's starting off with low T in his blood work and high creatinine. So the coach originally didn't see this, had no idea he had high creatinine, had no idea what his blood work was, had no idea that he had low T. The next thing is the amount of supplements the coach put him on to start is ridiculous. There was a gram, 750 test, Prop, and Anavar, 50 milligrams Anavar daily. That's it. So what do you think happened to this poor guy? 750 test, Anavar. He's already got low T. What do you think giving him 750 milligrams of test and in the first week with some Anavar did to him? Go ahead, what do you think happened? Write in the comments. It blew him up, right? It blew him up. His estrogen went through the roof. He's already overweight. He's already carrying a high percentage of body fat. You can't just throw testosterone at somebody like that and expect him not to blow up. Like, his estrogen shot through the ceiling. He gained a bunch of water weight, his blood pressure, everything bad that you can have when you blow your estrogen through the ceiling happened in essentially 2 weeks with this poor guy. So he's starting off his recomposition where he's attempting to lose weight by blowing himself up with 10 pounds of water weight because his estrogen's through the roof. That was just the start, right? So needless to say, this dude, he tried for 6 weeks and failed miserably at accomplishing anything other than desensitizing himself to testosterone, blowing up his hormones, giving himself high estrogen, and wasting a bunch of money. He's essentially, I'm going to start from scratch with this guy, and it's the only thing I know how to do is I need to see where his baseline is, because obviously the 750 test shot his blood work up to above the cutoff on Quest was 15. He was above the cutoff for free test. He was above 1500 on the results I saw. It blew his test through the ceiling. Obviously, he's a virgin to any kind of supplementation. Ridiculous. So what we're going to do, going to get him off everything, back down to a baseline. I anticipate he's going to be back down to 50 or worse at this point, right? Once he gets down to a baseline and we clear the test probe and NMR out of his system and can see with another set of blood work, let's get a good clean baseline. We'll do a diet for him. It doesn't have to be keto. I'm thinking I'm not going to go with keto because there's no rush here. He doesn't need to lose this weight immediately and super fast. So we'll probably do just a basic clean diet. I'll work with him and put lots of fish, the typical, right? He's 240, I don't know, probably shoot for like 1900 calories or 2000 calories to start the first month, see how he does and see how he goes. And if we want to bring him down to 1800 or 1700 calories, or we'll see about that. But this is wrong. You should know. Don't let your coach talk you into something that should not. If you don't understand the use of anabolic compounds, don't just take. Including me, if I tell you something, don't take what we say as 100%. It would have taken, an hour of research to figure out that if I already have low T, I'm overweight, have high body fat, and I don't want to immediately dump on my first week 750 milligrams of test prop because it's going to make my estrogen shoot through the ceiling, right? Through the ceiling. Now, down the line, of course, 750 test is not unreasonable down the line, right? But for your first week, I would put him on a quarter of that or less, maybe some Anavar. We'll have to see how it goes. But don't just trust your coach, no matter who it is, implicitly 100%, even if it's me. Especially if they, most of you may have an idea of when we discuss supplementation, what you want to do, which is great. But if you don't have any idea, and I just tell you something, check, right? It's like any doctor, right? Or anything medical, you're going to ask for a second opinion. This is the same thing. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm just going to be coaching your diet. But if I tell you to take supplements and you're confused, ask somebody else, All right. That about wraps it up for today. I'll probably do more of these as I get them. The gear use is getting out of hand. Nobody needs to be starting at this much gear on their first week. It's fucking ridiculous. So I don't know. If you're a coach, do better. If you're a kid, don't be doing this shit at all. And if you have any questions or comments or want coaching, send me an email, hit me on Instagram, anabolicconsulting@gmail.com or anabolicconsulting on Instagram. Leave a comment if you think I'm stupid. Have a good one.